DJ Firestarr, keeping it smashed.
Yeah, we were talking about the impact to where, you know, how big it's become now and the impact that it's had on the culture.
Yeah, I mean, the impact that VERZUZ had and still has is now is not only just for fun. Like streams are going up 300+%, Instagram followers going up to the millions, songs being placed back on the charts that haven't been on the charts in years. The algorithm for, you know, all of those artists are starting to now add into even the younger artists that's out there now. And it's more of a balance because people want to hear from these artists as well, which I think is a plus because they're also talented just to be forgotten because something new and young is out. Like, I think that people should enjoy music as long as they live. You shouldn't have an age limit on it.
Sure. When it comes to VERZUZ and some of the sort of battles, as one of the as the man who, I know you often put it to the people who they want to see. You know, I've seen throughout the weeks, you know, and I'm sure I'll throw some names at you throughout this process, but you often, you know, you make it about the people, sort of for the people. Would you say that you've also touched on it having a staged phase for VERZUZ, like you've got big plans for it? Now, for a lot of the younger artists, their catalogs are maybe not as strong as some of the legends in the game, the older guys. Have you got a vision for incorporating them into VERZUZ as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
For sure. But for right now, I just love the celebration of 20 songs, 20 hits, because it stays educational like that. Once we let everybody in, you know, it can kind of get, you know, not taken serious.
Yeah.
You know, so the way that we're looking at doing it is going to be a very unique way and a very respectable way where it keeps its quality.
Yeah, it's got to have that. It's got to have that quality control sort of aspect
for sure.
Every single time, right?
Yeah.
What about a VERZUZ tour? I mean, is that definitely in the works? Can we 100% expect that in the future?
Yeah, I mean that part of the plan was we had before when Digital was doing a VERZUZ tour.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of people are already asking to be a part of it, and the people are already asking for it whenever we can go outside.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you think a lot of that, you know, the concept as well comes from, you know, the battles that you've also had? You know, I've seen you battle with Kanye on stage, and I was at Summer Jam when you did the Timbaland. So there's always a face-off and that element of record for record. It's just something that's like instilled in the culture.
I love it. I mean, that's how hip hop started. You know, hip hop started with seeing who music can affect the people in the biggest way. And so, like, I've always been a fan of that.